Here with Concordia head men's soccer coach Jason Weides after a 1-1 draw with Jamestown on senior day. You probably feel at this point that from just an emotional standpoint, it would have been really big to get a win, but you did dig out of a 1-0 deficit and able to get a point in the conference standings. But what were your takeaways?
I think you're right that, ultimately every tie feels either like a win or a loss. And I think for us, it probably felt a little bit more like a loss than a win. But at the same time, it was a better response for us to come back from a 1-0 deficit. I think the maybe challenging and frustrating thing is that was the one and only shot they had in the first half, was the goal they scored on. And it came from nothing. We defended a throw-in really poorly, and that led to a corner kick, and they scored on that corner kick. So just little details. I honestly felt like we played a much better first half from our last performances, but we were, I think, unfortunate to find ourselves down 1-0. But it's those details that got us in that position. We created more chances this game, which was good, and I think in many ways we took a step forward. It's just maybe doesn't feel quite like we took a step forward because we walk away with the draw today.
And there's not much left of the regular season anymore. What do you talk about as with your team as far as goals that you want to accomplish in the final week of the regular season?
Obviously, you want to be playing your best soccer towards the end of the season, and I think we aren't quite there yet, and we need to get there. We took a step forward or a step closer to that today, but that's really it. We're going to take every game that we have remaining in our schedule, and we got to treat it like it's a playoff game, because we can't. Obviously, you get to this stage, you can't overlook anybody. You can't make assumptions about how a game is going to go. We've got our next game out on Wednesday. We've got to treat it like it's a playoff game, and it's everything we have, and we're just going to do that one at a time up until we get an opportunity in playoffs, and hopefully that'll help prepare us for playoffs to succeed. But I think this team knows that there's an opportunity for us, both within this regular season and especially once we get to playoffs. We just want to be playing well enough that once we get there, we're going to do some great things once we get there.
And as mentioned, senior day today, obviously they'll get at least one more game at home with Wednesday night. But what made this senior class special and this day special in that regard?
Yeah, senior day is always fun, especially, and we've got guys that are maybe just transfers. They've been here for 2 years. We've got guys who have been here for 4 years as well. So you just think back over the 4 years, and it just reminds you how quickly they go. But it's a fun group of guys that we've worked with over the last 4 years, and they've done a lot of good things. And there's a lot they've accomplished in those 4 years, and I think they're still hungry for more. So we'd like to send them out winners, and it's always fun to see that. And it's kind of maybe a precursor to graduation. It's nearing the end of their soccer career, and at some point they're going to near the end of their academic career too. And we just, when they do move on, we wish them the best. It's been a great group of guys to work with, but I think we have some more games for them yet.